Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. And this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And as you can see, another lovely guest. Lovely, okay?
Sure. Lovely.
You'll take it?
I'll take lovely.
And this is a very interesting episode to me. I'm very excited about it for a few reasons. And I think you guys are going to like this. We are doing a wine with, is frozen food the proper terminology?
Frozen food.
Frozen
right.
food.
Yeah.
Pairing episode. And why don't you tell the Vaynerchuks out there who you are, what this is all about, how you got here, how you're sitting in this seat.
Sure. My name's Greg Ng. I'm the self-proclaimed Frozen Food Master. There's no one better than me.
Just do what I do. Just say, I am the frozen food.
I am. I'm the Frozen Food Master. Yeah, I proclaimed it.
And you have two letters in your last name.
I have two letters. It's pronounced Ing. I'm a little jealous because I can't spell it out in syllables.
Ing.
It's pronounced Ing.
Don't be jealous of Vaynerchuk, please. Go ahead.
And I run a video review blog called freezerburns.com. The tagline, you're following me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle, one box at a time. Sometimes it's bags, but for all intents and purposes, it's boxes. And I'm doing it because I'm finding my niche, and I'm crushing it.
That's I love it.
That's the
I know
reason.
those. I know those terminologies. So how long have you been doing it?
So I've been doing it for about 3.5 months, and it's a funny story. A buddy of mine sent me a link to one of your keynotes, right? And you talked about finding a niche, just going full steam ahead, hustling. I got a day job. I'm a creative director. During the day, I got kids.
Good for you,
so
man.
I got a
How
lot
old
of
are
stuff going on. 33.
Oh,
got 3 kids.
I was like 19.
And thanks. I think I'm
when's your
at that
birthday?
age now. June 1st.
75?
75.
He's older than me. I'm liking this. But he looks way younger, so I'm sad. Go ahead.
So anyways,
you're good, dude.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So
I called him lovely and looks good. This is good.
And I'm a dude too, but
Yeah.
I'm the Frozen Food Master. So I
like
watched
that.
your keynote.
Not self-proclaimed. I like that. Good job.
I watched that keynote. Right? You told me, put the kids to bed, and then do what you love. Right. So I took that to heart. I watched that keynote that night. I recorded my first episode, and I just published my 50th episode last night.
I love it. You were
So,
hustling. 50's
I'm
a lot.
I'm hustling.
And why frozen food?
Frozen food is, it's an amazing part of a supermarket experience. That's why I like it. Whether you
as a kid, you would run to it and you'd open it up and think it was so interesting.
Well, we grew up with microwaves.
Yes, I do know.
We never had
us old chaps.
We never had to worry about boiling water or cooking soup, the old-fashioned way. I mean, depending on your parents. I don't know about your parents, but my parents did.
My mom did everything. I know.
Grew up on frozen pizzas. Grew up on chicken nuggets. Grew up on basically everything. I guess lowbrow, if you consider it, right? And then of course,
but it was delicious.
Did the college circuit, right? In college, hit frozen foods all the time. So frozen foods is the key to you can't do a shop without throwing something in there, whether it's dessert.
It's like the backbone of American shopping.
Totally is.
I like that. And so do you love to still actively eat frozen foods?
I do, but if you ask my wife, she's like, you better not eat all that stuff. It's just loaded with fat and sodium and all that stuff. There's a lot of healthy frozen foods out there now.
Is it getting better and
better?
better?
A lot of organics, both store brands and national chains. Great stuff going on, but I gotta tell you, I'm liking the Hot Pocket stuff. I'm liking the bagel bites. I'm liking the pizza rolls.
I understand.
So I just take a couple bites and then I figure out how I like it.
Got it.
And I move on.
All right, let's get into the first pairing. So you emailed me and said, "Hey, should we do this?" And I was excited. I thought it was a great idea. Mott, let's zoom in on the box. I guess we can do that. What do we have here first? A little overhead. I got it. So what do we have here? Amy's. Oh, Mott, you're getting frisky today. This is the Amy's Asian Noodle Stir Fry.
Right. It's totally organic. It's got basically nothing that everyone says is bad for you with frozen foods. Right?
Okay.
And it's hopefully going to taste well. It's going to taste good.
And what I decided to pair with it, Mott, you're going to have to go on a little bit of an angle, is the Julian Mayer 2006 Gewürztraminer. Rolls in at $24 US. And Gewürztraminer, I think, always does extremely well with stir fry. I've been a huge fan of Gewurz, especially when you go to the Alsace. I think what's really interesting about this wine is that I've really enjoyed it in past vintages. I haven't had it for a couple now, so I've been trying to find a reason to taste it. Mm-hmm. And so first, I think what we should do is probably taste this stir fry.
Sure.
So let's grab it.
I'm glad you chose Gewürztraminer too, because
Are you a Gewürz guy?
I have a funny story about that.
Fired it away while we're eating.
Okay, so here's the deal. I know very little about wine.
Right.
And I have that Asian blood alcohol issue.
So what does that mean? You get drunk real fast?
I get drunk really fast.
Uh-huh.
The issue that I have.
I'm so hungry today, by the way.
When I turned 21, I went on that Napa Valley train tour.
Okay.
With my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife.
Very nice.
It's the first time I legitimately, legally drank wine.
Right.
And they served a Gewürztraminer. And for some reason now, maybe I'm just proud of myself because I can pronounce it.
Right.
But for some reason, every time I go to choose a bottle of wine, no matter what it is,
it's a Gewürz.
It's a Gewürz because it's got that special thing for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's not bad.
Review it. Tell me what you think.
All right, so definitely organic. Love the tofu. Love the vegetables. Mm-hmm. I'm a little worried about the vegetables not being kind of rubbery.
Right.
And I think when we get to the second one, there's a new technology there that makes that crisper vegetables.
Okay. Can't wait to hear that.
But this is close to $5, and it's not bad for an organic meal.
It's not a lot of food for $5.
Do you want quality or quantity? Right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty darn good. Yeah. I'm not devastated in any shape or form.
Right.
All right, let's get into the vino part.
All right.
Great golden color. I mean, extremely bright. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. What are you picking up on the nose?
Citrus?
Yeah, I think there is, and a lot of apricots. I get a lot of apricots, but I do get like a tangerine. It's extremely sweet on the nose, which I find kind of exciting.
It smells like those, but the dried apricots.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Much more like dried apricots. Absolutely, actually. And also like a little sugar cane action. Like, pretty interesting. I mean, on smell, I think this is going to be fairly sweet, actually.
Okay.
Let's give it a whirl. What do you think?
It's okay.
Right? Not your favorite?
I think not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping for a bigger kick on the back.
Right. I'm gonna like food.
But you know what? It did pull out. I only had a piece of broccoli and some noodles in there. It did pull out some. I don't know. Pulled out the soy sauce a little bit.
Yeah, I think so as well. I totally disagree with NG. I think this wine is extremely good. It's got great back-end acid. He's looking for a kick, and I think he's right. That being said, in my opinion, everybody's got their own palate.
Huh?
I think what is being overlooked in that scenario is how smooth and bright the back-end finishes. I almost get like a ray of sunshine directly in my mouth on the back end. The dried apricots, almost like a reduced sauce on top of maybe like a piece of chicken or something right now. Like the sauce that you get in a 5-star dining experience, whatever that means. And I also find that the transition on the mid-palate is extraordinary. This is a very silky smooth Gewürz, and where Gewürz can get a little too lychee fruit for me at times, and can be a little bit sugar-fied, this brings a really refined, old-world, elegant balance that I look for in the Alsatian wines out there. Let me give you one more shot. I actually like the food just as much. I'm pretty impressed with this. Yeah, I really like it, actually. Is it growing on you? And not because of me?
On me.
No, honestly, not because of me.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
It's growing on me. It's growing on me only because I swallowed the second and third.
And do you feel like you're getting more of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's because. Well,
I'm
keep
like
in
going
mind.
to eat the whole show.
No, keep in mind. 5 days a week, I'm burning the heck out of my palate with pizza, tortilla rolls, all that cheese.
What's the
whiz,
best
all
thing
that
you've
stuff.
tasted so far?
The best thing, the one that's given me I've given the highest review, perfect 5-star, is a limited edition Edie's pumpkin ice cream. Tastes just like pumpkin pie.
Loved it.
Unbelievable. But in terms of a meal, Stouffer's stuffed peppers.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
You loved it.
Yeah.
Great acid, great complexity. I see pairing this with Thai food, Chinese food. Even if you want to go real spicy, I think this wine is going to bring serious thunder to all you hot food lovers out there. You want to bring out the Tabasco sauce or hot sauce and put on stuff? This is a wine I think can really do wonders with it, with kind of its layered fruit, dried apricot, kind of slight residual sugar. To me, this is a 91-plus point wine. I really like this. I'm going to go 91 plus points. I think Julia Meyer brought some thunder in this effort, and I think it's a very serious bottle of Grenache that I think at $24 excuse me, is probably priced at where it belongs. I wouldn't call it a screaming value, but I definitely don't think it's overpriced, and 24 bones is a lot of money for a bottle of wine, so pretty happy with that start. Good. Let's move on. All right, this is now off the show, though I want to eat more of it. Let's move on to the next thing.
Sure.
Mott, what do we got here? The Healthy Choice Cafe Steamers. What do we got here? Grilled basil chicken. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so Healthy Choice just came out with this.
Yep.
Thanks. Cafe Steamers. It's kind of a cool idea. It's kind of a new technology, actually. It came with a plastic strainer. So it cooked the sauce below, it cooked the vegetables and chicken up above, and it kept the vegetables really nice
come on in.
and crisp.
Watch, come on in. Right.
So so that's good. You don't get that rubbery vegetable taste.
Have you eaten any foods with this new technology?
Yes, for this line, but not this variety.
Got it.
I got to tell you, from looks alone, I'm a little nervous
about the chicken.
The chicken, it's kind of pinkish.
I kind of look. It looks delicious. I'm so hungry. I'll eat
Right.
anything. I'll eat these damn.
You know what I'm nervous about is it kind of looks like. Do you remember that horrible airbrushing job on the Mike Laga 87 tops?
No, but that is a
He
tremendous
has a pink
effort.
shirt on.
That's pretty tremendous.
Because I guess he got traded.
I've seen
off-season.
the horrible airbrushing that they do on all the models on
Yeah.
magazines now, and you see like the real version, the fake version. So anyway,
Yeah,
what I
that
decided to
looks
pair with this is I'm really focused on people really looking towards the Rhone and looking at wines from the Quandru. This is Francois Villard, great producer. This is his Viognier 2006, the single vineyard de Pessons, 30 U.S. bones. Viognier is a varietal that I think, let's give a little rinse here,
Okay.
a varietal that I think a lot of people are overlooking, a lot of people are overthinking, a lot of people call it the next Chardonnay. It's really not. It's a wine that really is a lot of fun because I think it's a red wine drinker's white. It's one of the few whites that I think you can really pair with even steak. But in this scenario, with the chicken, really, I decided to pair it because I just wanted to try this wine. To be really honest with you.
Sure.
Is that okay with you?
That's cool with me.
But should we taste it first or should we taste the food first? I feel like tasting the food first.
All right.
All right? Let's get in, let's keep to our system. Now there's some sauce down here. What is this?
It's tomato basil.
Indeed.
It's good though, right? The vegetables are crisp.
The vegetables are crisp. They're not soggy.
Right.
Like your classic. Now, how much is
Like
this?
that. $3.79 a box. Sometimes if you go to like
$3.79 where?
I got it at Super Stop and Shop here.
Okay.
But if you go to like a Target, sometimes you can get these like 4 for $10.
You gotta love Target.
Uh-huh.
Target. All right. That was way too big of a piece of chicken. Let's give this wine a sniffy sniff. What do you think of the nose?
It smells fruity too, but
Do you know what acacia flower is? This has a really ringing dose of acacia flower on the nose, in my opinion, which I like quite a bit. There's also an underlining kind of, almost like weedy, like weeds, you know, like grainy kind of thing going on. And also like a back end, like a little bit like of a honey melon kind of thing going on. Like melon and
pick up the
prosciutto
honey,
without the prosciutto.
okay.
Let's give it a whirl.
I don't like that one at all.
And this time I agree with you. Is the back end heat bothering you?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Puff the Magic Dragon, or I just took a shot of vodka.
Yeah, but also it kind of it tasted a little pungent to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can taste pungency, but it tasted a little pungent to me. in the back of my tongue.
I can taste chaos. And that's what I'm tasting a little bit in this wine. I mean, it's a little off-balanced, you know? The acid on the back end is way too upfront. It's got good body structure in the beginning. I like the bright fruit that we get first hit with, and then kind of falls apart and gets angry on me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, like a girlfriend that you kind of, you know, like in the first couple of weeks, yeah, but then got angry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a little racy that way. You may not know, because you married, it seems like you married your...
Yeah, I married pretty young, but...
Right?
Doesn't mean I didn't have any psychos in high school.
Oh, that's a good call. I think that the acid here is a little off balance on this wine. It is an 06. I think for people that, you know, follow Villard like I am, I'm a pretty big hardcore fanboy of Francois Villard. I feel like this wine does have the potential to sit in the cellar 4 to 6 more years before it really starts opening it up. A lot of people, maybe all the cool peeps in the crowd, might not even realize, a lot of people think white wine is meant to be drunk so young, but this is a white wine that could probably last for 12 to 15 years. I think we're trying this wine a little early. I think we can all look back at our lives and say, yeah, 14, maybe we weren't completely the polished product we are now. And I feel like that's what we're kind of judging this wine. That being said, we have to judge this wine now, and I'm going to score this wine 87 points. I'm a little bit disappointed by the balance of it. It is a little awkward. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt because I know this producer and I usually like the efforts, but I agree with you. I think the back end is really a problem.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You're pretty angry about it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not angry.
I feel a little angry.
Yeah, I'm a little angry.
Okay, good.
You know,
Just own your
this
anger.
could be just me, but and again, I'm not, you know, I don't taste a lot of wines. This tastes metallic to me. There's parts,
It
like when you were a kid and you sucked on like a
metal
transformer or
rod.
something.
Yeah, I mean, I legitimately, I did suck on my Transformers,
Right, yeah,
by the way.
okay.
I agree with you. There is a metallic kind of, more like, you know, did you ever lick your aluminum baseball bat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I get a little bit of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, like it. I'm looking for, like, the oily complexities that I love in Viognier, and I'm just not finding them. And, you know, there's only so much I can do. I'm going to try this a little bit one more time.
Go
How
for
about
it.
you? So,
I'm good.
what do you think about this? What would you rate this? Like 4 stars, 3 stars?
I'd give
5?
this a 4-star. It's for the price, and you know, it gives you a little extra work, but it's worth it. It's not like you're putting you through
It's pretty
all
good.
these pieces.
And there seems like there's more of it with the noodles than what we saw in the stir fry.
Yeah.
At like 6 bones or 5 bones, right?
Right.
All right. And finally, what did you? Let's
all right.
dump
Finally.
This. What did you?
Finally,
choose?
I
When
went
did
with
you need the
with a classic. You know, I've been upset lately because Hot Pockets has really.
Oh, look at that thing, Mott.
They've just
That's a good-looking
expanded.
piece of food.
They've just expanded their line so much, and then people are just like changing it up with Hot Pockets, and it's kind of like, I'm trying to figure out what the best way to describe it. It's like
It's like when fruit roll-ups jump the shark by putting shapes in them, and you like pop out the shapes.
Yeah, but those tasted the same.
That's a fair point.
The thing for me, it's
New
like
Coke.
You know, like the movie Multiplicity.
No,
Michael
I don't watch
Keaton?
movies.
Okay, well he goes, you don't never make a copy of a copy.
Okay.
Okay, because he starts copying, duplicating himself and doing.
Okay.
The bottom line is, next thing you know, you pick your head up and you're 3 generations away, right? So Hot Pockets has lean pockets, they have croissant pockets, they have panini
They've got away
pockets.
from who they were.
They're all the
They
same.
overexpanded.
Yeah, yeah. So that kind of pisses
So
me
are
off.
you mad at Hot Pockets?
No, so
because I'll jump on board with you.
I'm not necessarily mad at Hot Pockets. They're good. They're good for the value. This was $2 for 2 of these.
2 bones? So they're $1 a piece?
$1
Oh,
a
you mean
piece.
there's one inside? There's 2
Yeah,
inside.
left the other one in
So
your freezer.
they're $1.
They're a buck each.
2 for the
But
package.
the reason why is I went back with the classic pepperoni Hot Pockets. It's not
Right.
lean.
Right.
It's not a croissant.
It's like
not a
hip
panini.
hop. Some of the bull crap we hear now. I mean, you want to throw it back.
Got to go back to De La.
Yeah, I understand. Oh, De La, so wow. All right, what I decided to match with this, when I heard Hot Pockets, I got excited because I've been dying. You know, it only took me 630 shows, but I've been dying to pair Hot Pockets on the Thunder Show. We're going with a Porter Bass Zinfandel, 2004 from Russian River Valley. Now, Russian River, known really as a Burgundy play. Why am I doing this all day, Lindsay? As a Burgundy play, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, but Zins are starting to really show me something from this area. 25 bones, so far from inexpensive, but a small producer. I mean, zoom in on that label, Mott. Do you see what's going on there? It's like the grasshoppers fighting like the insect or something. It's pretty badass. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
You like that, right? It's like a bee versus a grasshopper. 2004, Zinfandel. I've always found with, you know, kind of like cheesy pepperoni, like pizza. I think Zin is a great pairing with pizza. This has like a hard kind of crusting to it that I think is going to be tremendous with this in. Let's reverse it up. Let's snippy snip this in first. Because I really want to end on a Hot Pocket kind of kick.
Okay.
What are you getting on the nose?
Cherry?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Absolutely. Listen, everybody gets their own things. I mean, I actually pick up a little bit more of a blackberry kind of flavor than cherry. But are you picking up a creaminess to it? Like the subtle oak, like a little bit of a wood.
I pick up a little bit of oak.
It's not the oak monster, but it's a little bit of an oak thing going on. There's also a little bit of like a, did you ever have a jawbreaker?
Oh, yeah.
I get a little bit of like strawberry, like purple, like grape jawbreaker candy in here a little bit.
You know, I tend to stay with whites, but this smells like a Merlot to me.
Okay.
And it's only because...
That's the only red wine you ever had?
I'm normally pounding the Merlot with a big steak.
I understand.
Because the menu told me
this is probably a little bit fruitier up front and a little less old world than a Merlot. Okay. This has more bright fruit than a normal Merlot. Let's give it a whirl. See what you think.
I decided to swallow that one.
You like that, huh?
I like that.
You like it?
I like that, yeah.
Do you like the creaminess on the back end there?
I feel it on the side of my tongue.
Yeah.
One, I have one tongue. The sides of my tongue.
If you just whipped out two tongues right now, this show would explode. I'd get like 40 million hits on it.
See what I'm saying? Like, I'm buzzing.
You screwed me up, dude. I got real excited. When I heard tongues, I'm like, this is it. This is the break I've been looking for. We did it.
That's right.
All right. I agree with you. I think that, there's black cherry. There's almost like a black cherry meets cream soda component here. Well, I actually like that. That's actually what this really tastes like to me. You're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, no, because I'm starting to, you know what, it's the aftertaste tastes like a mix between Robitussin and like a Frank's black cherry soda. I like Frank's. Right? Do they have Frank's here?
Yeah, we have it.
Okay.
You grew up in North Carolina?
No, I grew up in Philly.
Oh, are you? And you're a Patriot fan? He told me this before this. I almost kicked him out.
My dad, born and raised in Boston. I'm a Sox fan too. Sorry.
That's fine. I don't care about that. Okay. I like the Zin. It's solid. It's got good fruit. I think it's crowd pleasing. I think people with not a lot of red wine experience would like this wine. Yeah. It's creamy. It's soft. It's a little off balance. The tannins are firm. I like it. It's a little boring. It's like, dependable. It's like that friend you have. Dependable, but are you going to hit the town with him at 2 in the morning, text him up? Just dependable. And that's kind of what this is. A tad boring, solid. I respect it for what it is. It's got good back end. It's almost got a dusty, like, dark chocolate component. Like, with a high cocoa count. Like, the bitterness of, like, the chocolate. But it's solid. But now, and I probably scored about 88 points. Now, I think it's going to show its true merit. Let's eat this.
Yeah, let's break this open, actually. Because do you
got excited. Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah, I typically use a fork.
Except internet on planes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Right. All right. Go ahead.
I typically use a fork.
Right.
But I think with a Hot Pocket, you got to go hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't like to.
That would be so weird. I'll take the bigger piece. Mott, you should zoom in here. This looks extremely attractive to me. Just gorgeous inside. All right. This back end is good. Right.
Yeah.
These things are good.
And portable. Mm-hmm. What I like about it is it's got real pepperoni. The cheese isn't like Cheese Whiz, but it's also not like the Bagel Bite cube cheese. It's good stuff.
What would you review something like this on your shelf? 3.5 stars.
Yeah, you know what? For nostalgia, though, I give it a little bump. I don't know if you ever do that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm unemotional.
Well, see, I rule the frozen food space, so I can pretty much do whatever I want.
That's a good point.
I'd give this a 4-star only because I can have that quick flashback of like 50 different experiences with Hot Pockets. Right? So that's why. I'd give it a 4.
Now, I'm going to eat his too. Now, try it with the wine.
Yeah, I like that.
What do you notice on the food and wine pairing of it?
What I notice is that I'm definitely picking up way more
tannins?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what tannin
the bitterness?
Like. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is dangerous, because if I had like a 6-pack of these, I'd be drinking that whole bottle.
You'd be
yeah, this is good.
I like it too. I mean, what really happens now is that with this food pairing, you pick up more of the tannins, but you're picking up just overall more of the flavor. The flavors are really bouncing. Something I didn't pick up the first time. I'm going to just try one more time. With this is almost like this. Mott, you okay? Did you just see Mott go freaky? You all right? I understand. I get more of a lilac component, like a very floral thing going on. And it's opening up a little bit, but the food really made it jump. The black cherry is undeniable. That is the story of this wine. I'm going to stick with my 88-point score. I didn't really come through with picking the wines with the foods as well as I'd hoped. But again, I didn't have these wines. I just went kind of... Oh, did you see I stopped myself? Stylistically. So, solid stuff. Again, mainly overpriced. I would say the Gewurz that you hated...
No, I like the Gewurz.
Well, you didn't really...
I didn't like the one in the middle.
Well, that's right, you hated. But you didn't really like the Gewurz at first either.
It wasn't like this.
You like that
Then
more?
again, the Hot Pocket wasn't like that Amy's.
Yeah, but you know what? I still think I like these noodles the best. These noodles were good.
It's low in fat.
Yep.
Low in sodium.
Yep. I mean, the bottom line is wine pairs with anything. We're going to do our White Castle episode. We're going to have to go on 22 and do the White Castle episode next week, or the week after I come back. Congratulations, 60 frozen food shows is pretty awesome. Has anything gone viral yet? Has one show?
Yeah, one in particular. Right before Thanksgiving, I did. I have what they call throwdowns, frozen food throwdowns.
Nice. All right.
And I consumed 6,000 calories in 30 minutes. I ate 4 turkey and mashed potato frozen foods head to head, 30-minute show.
Right.
And then proceeded to throw up about
Did you throw
8,000
up?
calories after it. Yeah.
You threw up?
Oh yeah. Off camera, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
on camera,
that one's probably the one that's gone most viral.
Nice. Pretty
but,
cool.
Yeah.
Do they still make the Hungry Man chicken one?
Oh man.
That's the best one.
I did that one.
And how many stars?
I think I gave it like a 2.5.
All right. Question of the day. As you know, the guests get to ask the question of the day. I know you know that because you watch the show. So fire away. Ask the Vayniacs out there their question of the day.
Could be frozen food related.
Of course, it could be porn related. Knock yourself out.
My question of the day is: what is your favorite frozen pizza variety?
Favorite frozen pizza variety, and I'm going to throw one on. What's your favorite frozen food? Period. I'm just curious what everybody else there is eating. I was a Hungry Man chicken guy. I love that.
I like
the bones
back in the day,
but now it's a 2.5.
Yeah, it's not that great anymore.
You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world, whether they like it or not.